Vinaigrette, my barbecue vinaigrette. Awesome. Look at the vegetables. Beautiful vegetables. Nice bright colors. Good flavor. The tomatoes. So, let's do a little bit of gloves here. Gotta work with the gloves because now I'm at the point where I'm ready to grill. So the first thing I'm going to grill is my meat. The grill is already hot. We have this George Foreman grill. And the reason why I want to use my meat first because the meat has to rest before you cook it. Before you cut it, Before you cut it, it has to rest. You can't just cut it right off the grill because you see how those juices in that meat, all the juices just run all over the place. That happens is because you don't allow the meat to rest, and you don't allow for the juices to flow back through the muscle of the meat, because this all it is a muscle. And you will have less juice runnage off of your meat. Nice word, runnage. Run off of your meat if you just let it rest for a few minutes. So, gotta get this. I love that sizzling sound. Isn't that cool? And I cut that in half because I knew the size of my grill. Now, I'm not going to use this vinaigrette anymore because I put raw meat in there. So I'm just going to set that aside. Yeah, let's catch those juices. Get my hands washed so I can change out my gloves. Listen to that sizzler sound. Isn't that awesome? I love that. Okay. I'm going to need another plate. Excuse me. I'm back. I need some place to put my meat. Don't want to put it on a counter, but I want to put it on a platter so when it's off the grill, I have some place for it to. Okay, look at that. Look at that. So that's a nice marking. Now you can use your George Foreman grill. This weekend, if you're going to be grilling outside, you know you have your propane tank grill, your gas grill, or your charcoal grill. So these are the things that you can utilize. I'm just going to move this around so I can get some markings on here and put that somewhere so I can catch all those juices. Listen to that. Listen to that. It's a little splattering all over the place. Let's get the plate. So this is one of my knives. That's part of my knife kit. So here are a few items that's part of my knife kit on my knife website, which is SF Ray, the knife shop. And this is a lasting cut. I like this knife. It's nice and simple. This is a great knife for beginners because I'm building this kit, so I'm going to use my own equipment. Why not, right? If I expect you to use it, I have to use it as well. Another one is, you see me utilize for the past 3 weeks is this safety glove. I always cut with a safety glove. I like my fingers. We've been attached to each other for a while. Why not? And I like to see the side of blood, human blood anyway. I don't care about meat blood. And in that kit also you have a pair of tongs and some other things. And we'll be able to show you that full kit in the future. But right now, these are some of the items that I sell on my website, sfrayllc.com. That's my site. Come visit me sometime. Tell me what you think. But in the meantime, I'll get some of that out of the way. I don't like to see the sight of blood. Look how this tenderloin is coming along. Let's get this to stand up. It's not quite ready yet. So when you're grilling something, you need to take The items that take the longest to grill, put it on first, because I said I wanted my meat to rest. I just want to get the ends, so I'm standing this up. I can get my ends, because especially since I cut this in half. And so make sure that all the ends are done, because what good is the center of the meat's done and your ends are not done. So stand them up. See how they're browning? Now, do the same thing with your side. Turn it on the side. Everybody forgot about this George Foreman grill, didn't they? They bought all it, spent it, got it off the internet, all this stuff. No one uses this stuff anymore. It's quick and easy, and it's doesn't have to wait for the holidays. You just don't. Just feel like grilling something, go on and grill it. It takes a few minutes. All these beautiful vegetables that's available out there now. Make your vinaigrette. Buy your vinaigrette, however you want to do it. But I like to make my own because why? I know what's in it. You know what's in it too because we made it from scratch. And that is how people are going back and cooking. Making everything from scratch. My platter is getting a little splatter on there, but that's okay too. Okay, here we go. I'm turning it on the side so I can get everything completely done. Because this is the top and bottom, so you have to open it up for a few minutes just to keep this on the side. So here we go with that again. I love that sizzling sound. Isn't that awesome? This is a beautiful cut of meat. Isn't that pretty? Okay. So I'm going to let the top down so we can get this completely done. Listen to that. Listen to that. Wow. Rinse this off again. I'm going to have the time with this stuff splattered on it. I need to keep it closed, but I also need to get it done. I also need to turn it over. So we're just going to rinse this off again. And I'm just going to set it to the side so I don't get the splattering effect from all that grease over here. So those are one thing that still takes the longest to do first. That's when you're in the kitchen. That's your format. So while we're waiting on that meat to get completely done, I'm going to put my gloves back on. I'm the glove lady. A little wet. One thing about these gloves, you can't get them on if your hands are wet. So let's get all this out. Completely dry my hands. This is so much fun. This is so cool. So after that meat is done, I'm going to let it rest because I want it at a medium temperature of 140 to 150. Come on, let's get on. See, they stick. Here we go. This salad is going to be so delicious. So what I'm going to do is just set up my salad. You only need about this serving two. Go through it to make sure there's no yellow spots or no brown spots or anything in your salad. I don't know about you, but I just don't like eating that. It just doesn't look good. It doesn't taste good. So have a base. Look at the quality of your salad. Sometimes it's hidden in between. You're just going to have to pick through it. Even when you order your salads, when we ordered in a restaurant, from the back of the house, from our purveyors, we sometimes have to just pick through it just to make sure that it's the quality that you're looking for. If not, we won't receive it. So here's my base salad. There we are. So now I have that set up. Let's put this here. Listening at that meat, it's sounding so good. Wow. Set this aside. Let's go check it out. Let's see what's going on with this. No, we don't want it too dark though. That top cooks better. There we go. Can't see it. Look at those markers on there though. Isn't that gorgeous? Touch. We used to touch our meat to feel if it's done before they got all these fancy thermometers out there. Didn't have all that stuff prior. So this feels firm. So this cut, because this is a thicker cut, it's going to take a little bit longer.